This is the greatest group of Pro Mod racers ever assembled. We have 28 teams out here and 28 drivers. Of those 28, 6 of them has won at least one championship in some series, and some of them have won multiple championships in multiple series, all competing this weekend, to include a European champion, a Middle East champion in 2 different classes, and then there's other guys whose name we won't mention, where they're running some other stuff.
Like Roger said, there's great drivers out here and have been doing it longer than I have and are not too far behind me in times. But I'm very excited about this. I'm looking forward to it. And anybody out there can win this race. From whoever qualifies from 1 to 16, it's anybody's race. It's going to be a real tough competition, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, I have to ask you then, you ran 581 last year. What do you think the performance numbers we can expect this season from the cars?
We just got back from Valdosta Monday and Tuesday, and we ran a little bit faster than that. We ran a 578 at 252 miles an hour and a half. I'm not saying we're going to go out here and run that number, but I think that the top cars should run in the 80s this year. And Danny Rowe beside me also made a great run at Valdosta. He went a 581, 251 right now. So that just goes to show that anybody out there can go out here and put those numbers down. We were just fortunate to do it first.
You're looking forward to the weekend?
Absolutely. I don't think I slept last night thinking about this whole week. I haven't slept all week thinking about this weekend.
One of the things that makes a Pro Mod series different than even alcohol or any series is close-knit. I mean, we visit each other. Of course, I want to kick every one of their butts today, but we're still close. I mean, even in the off-season, me and Ray talk. I mean, it's just a different group. It really is. I mean, alcohol or fuel, whatever. I mean, they're all good guys. But the Pro Mod guys are just a close group of guys. I mean, in the off season, and we all stay in touch and excited to get here and run. So it's nice to be a part of the Pro Mod series.
And from a performance standpoint, what kind of numbers do you think? We already heard Ray say that in testing, some of the guys ran high 70s. Is that going to be expected of the cars this year?
Oh, it's outstanding. It's going to be fast. I mean, I knew at the end of last year I had to make a move and hired Chuck Ford full time and. Basing our car out of his shop in Grant, Alabama is exciting. I mean, Chuck knows how to make them run fast, so we're excited.
The Pro Mod deal, we were here about 10 years ago when they said they debuted it, and we watched the Iron Indian or whatever that Mercury was. The guy did a burnout, crossed the center line, touched the other guardrail. They backed up. The guy in an Indian outfit ran around it twice, gave the driver okay, and they staged it.
We miss those good old days.
No, I was standing next to Brad about 1,000 foot, and we go, we got to get one of those. but it is exciting, and it is fun, and it is good heads-up racing.
Now the performance, when you run your alcohol drags or your alcohol funny car, you always set the standard as being one of the guys that's the best in performance. I'm going to ask you, what kind of numbers do you think are possible from these cars? Because you got a little inside advantage there with Brad.
Well, yeah, but the problem is that's with Brad. They have all these other people. We have Brad. It'll go 90-something now. We don't know if it's 5, 6, or 7, but it'll go 90-something.
Don't believe it.
Well, it's really changed a lot over the years. I've been coming out for, I guess, about 10 years ever since it started. And, it's really changed a lot. There was a time when we came out and you worried about, a half a second in qualifying. You didn't have to worry whether you're running a 650 or a 620. You were going to qualify if you were close there. Nowadays, it's just incredible, the competition, the quality of the cars, the quality of the people and teams that are involved with the sport or the class is incredible. So it's going to be exciting.
Tell us a little bit about your car.
Well, we're very fortunate. We got Jimmy Rector working on it. He's done a great job. He's really put in a lot of time and effort over the winter. We knew that Al and Roger and Raymond and everybody on that team was going to be competitive. We knew that people coming over from the Al-Anabi group with Howard Moon and them would all be competitive. So we knew that we were going to have to step up a little bit, and we've worked really, really hard this winter to gain a little bit more horsepower and kind of step up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll be driving both the Nitro Funny car and the Pro Mod car here this weekend, so it'll definitely be a very busy weekend. I've got a schedule printed out of where I'm supposed to be at any given moment in time, but it's kind of funny, you look back a year ago and I had no ride, nothing going on, so this is definitely a better problem to have, being kind of crazy and busy, and definitely looking forward to it.
You're involved with a great team here and a great car owner. Tell us what it's like to be part of that operation.
Roger came involved with the funny car team in 2008, and it was kind of probably strange circumstances, but mid-year kind of making a team change and getting to know Roger, and unfortunately, I kind of think that he, as far as coming into nitro funny car racing and trying to find sponsorship for it, might have hit about the worst possible economic time to be going out there and looking for sponsorship. But he's really made the commitment to kind of see things through this tough economic time. And we went through last year really with that being the goal to go out and look for sponsorship, try and find that. And about mid-season, he said, hey, I've got another Pro Mod car sitting back there at the shop that we're not running. If you want to come out and give that a shot. And even though my kind of start into the class wasn't particularly great, but I had a lot of fun with it. It's a great group of guys. As Mike was talking about, I've had probably more fun coming back and racing in Pro Mod than I have in a couple of years of racing in the pro ranks. And not to say that I don't love that, but this is kind of like getting back to probably the most fun I've had before this is back racing in the alcohol dragster days with In-N-Out Burger. So all this is kind of coming full circle for me to kind of get back to where I'm having a lot more fun in the car and fun working with this group of people. Roger's put together a great group of people personality-wise, and then obviously their the depth of knowledge, and as we talked about adding Bob Newberry to that's just kind of added another layer of depth to the abilities and the knowledge they have over there for tuning them. So we're really looking forward to big things this year.
The unique part even of Pro Mod is that the average fan can relate to it. They really can. You can look at this car and you go, wow, that's a 63 Corvette, and basically the style is. But to describe the power, I think a lot of them just about fall over when you tell them, hey, this thing makes between 2,600 and 2,800 horsepower, and then you got to pick up some type of factory car. And you say, well, the new Camaro makes 275 or 280. Whoa, holy cow! So you do try to pick out some type of factory car to explain, because they do see commercials and different things, how fast they go and how much power. And then when you tell them our cars are making 2,700 horsepower, they're pretty impressed. So it's an awesome class.